day. What's up, party people? We are recording some new music for you guys. Yeah.
Dude, their VPNs are
Sneak peek.
gonna lag out and it's so fun. Yeah. Yeah, and even none of us died, yeah.
All right, party people, folks of this fine community. We are moving along here with the work on the half you can't see right now of the barn, making it livable. And like I said before, it's going to be a 3-part process. So still got a hole up here, as you can see, and it's going to be covered up, but in due time. Fixed a lot of these holes up in here. There was a bunch of holes. Those are all patched up now. But we're going to deck the whole thing, so I'm not super worried about, you know, all that being perfect, because it doesn't matter in the end. Main thing is my dried in stuff stays dry, and it is dry, and I got poison oak all over me for all this crap. But anyway, catering world. So there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on right now. I was in doing preparation those for a big event tomorrow. Yesterday, and I was grilling off the fennel and stuff like that you saw in this earlier clips. And anyway, so like the produce company has so many people out sick right now that they didn't have any drivers, so we actually had to go pick up the produce, and the shortages are coming again. And kind of like what I told y'all previously, was you're gonna have, I'm seeing at the broadline level, which means like the Cisco's, the Fresh Points, the Benny Keith's, the Gordon Foods, all the big broadline companies that service the hotel and restaurant industry, which is where the bulk of the food ends up going, hospitals, stuff like that. I was experiencing that back in December big time, and now you're seeing it translate into the stores. It always takes a little bit to translate into the actual grocery markets, and so as you go to the store, you're seeing produce is not there, lots of stuff's just not there because so many people are out sick again. The supply chain's messed up. People are not working in the fields picking produce. People are not being able to transport the produce again when you have this many people sick at one time. And this happens, you probably haven't noticed it because we haven't dealt with a man-made virus before, but well, we have, but not recently. So this happens when the flu season hits. You just don't see as much of it. You might see it for a week or two because flu comes, everybody gets sick, passes, and things get back to normal. So it's not as big a disruption as you're seeing with this one here. But anyway, we just take it day by day. So we ended up having to go pick up produce yesterday at the market we buy from, one of the broadliners, because they didn't have any staff. They didn't have enough people to drive. They didn't have people to pull orders. So they called me late in the day, and I was like, I've been calling them all day, like, where the hell is our food at? Anyway, that's what happened. They did not have enough people to actually pull those orders and deliver the food. So, yeah. So I'm kind of tired of sitting back and ignoring the fact that what's going on in this country and this world right now. So we tend to express that stuff through our music. So the next song coming out, if you guys have a pulse, you'll probably really relate to the next song coming out. So I'm really proud of that. It's gonna be pretty cool. We finished up vocals last night. There's a couple of drum parts we want to redo. So it'll probably be a week or two before we finish it, finalize it. And that'll be fun. I love putting out music, and this song turned out really awesome. So looking forward to that. And I haven't touched yet on the Dave Hughes passing. There's so many people putting out tribute videos and all. and kind of want to talk about that next. So we'll get into that. So with Dave, he had many fans and of course some haters, and any creator is going to have fans and haters. It's just the way it is. What, Mrs. Show?
The Wi-Fi went down again.
The Wi-Fi went down. That's why I'm filming. I can't do live streams in here. It's just not a good enough signal.
The phone is smoking.
So anyway, with Dave, I found Dave when I was looking. I guess it's 2014 or so. I was looking into buying an RV and doing what we're doing now, selling my house, and we got this land in 2002. And we always wanted to move up here, but it was just trying to make it feasible. We're raising small children, and it didn't make sense at the time. But we'd always planned when we became empty nesters to make the move up here and turn this barn into a house and all that kind of good stuff. Now, what is it? May of 2020's a tornado hit the barn, as you can see, and did all this damage. So a lot of extra repair that I wasn't planning on doing, but hey, it happens. Anyway, so I found Dave's channel through looking at RVs and how it'd be like living in an RV for a year or two. Could it be done? Is it feasible while you're building a house? And so I just typed in, living in an RV and stuff like that, and Dave's channel popped up. And I don't think he'd been doing the channel very long, maybe 6 months when I found him, if that, And that's how I found the nomad community, because I'm not a nomad. I like to travel a lot, but I'm not a nomad. And I couldn't believe there was a whole underworld or a whole subculture of people that just traveled around boondocking everywhere, and it was fascinating. All right, it's getting a lot of wind over there, so we're going to move over here and continue on this conversation. I haven't done a conversation talk with you guys in a long time. I would do a live stream, but I can't get service to hold up long enough out here. It's in and out. And it's going to cost a lot of money to get basically the only thing I can do is put satellite out here at some point, and it's very expensive, and you got to put a tower and all this kind of stuff. So I haven't done that yet. Probably going to have to at some point. I have the regular broadband that connects to the tower, cell towers and all, but it just doesn't hold up long enough stretches of time. Anyway, so I found Dave's channel and started, conversating with him on there. And it was through, I didn't even have the chef channel at this time. I had, it was on one of my other channels, but one of my travel channels. Started communicating with Dave that way, and I like Dave. There were certain things I didn't like about Dave. He liked to, in my opinion, he liked to dox people out and get to the bottom of where they were at and stuff, which I thought was kind of not cool, but that was Dave. And if you look back at Dave's what he was doing in DC, he was trying to break stories before they happened about politicians and different things. So it was just his nature, kind of being that sneaky reporter that came in and told you the dirt on somebody before it became popular. So, and that was where a lot of people had problems with Dave, that they didn't like Dave because of that part of him. And that's cool. I mean, I understand, because I didn't think that was cool either, but that's Dave. But I enjoyed his, he always took the high road on things, didn't get into it with people. Even if he was right on a subject or whatever, he treated people fairly and didn't call them out like that in that sense. So that was one really good quality about Dave. And he introduced me to a lot of people, just like you guys have been introduced to me, probably through Dave or Blind Views or Lamont or somebody else. And even the way I found Lamont was through Dave. And we've been really good friends for several years now. So Dave had a way of bringing people together in a community, and you would think, Lamont always tried to tell him, like, you should branch out and do other stuff besides just nomads, because your channel would blow up and you'd have 100,000 subs or whatever. And he stuck to his guns. He wanted to be that kind of nomad news leader, and that's what he did. And really glad Dave got to go out to Quartzsite and all and get to spend that time out there. And I almost physically met Dave back, was it June, July, when I was out in Tennessee and North Carolina. If I'd have had 1 or 2 more days on that trip, I would have went to see Dave, but I did not. I was kind of in communication with Doxinator there about. He said you should go see Dave. You should call in the call-in show, and it just didn't work out time-wise for me because I had events and stuff I had to be back for to spend another day or two, or I would have met Dave. And I even told Dox then. I said, you know, Craig, if you been on Dave's channel, the Doxinator. I became friends with him over the years, you know, through this platform. So that's meet a lot of people, and you become even if not friends, associates with them. You know who everybody is, and all. And you know, you feel for them when things are going wrong. You're happy for them when things are going good. You know. Anyway, I had told Craig. I said I've got to head back. I'm not gonna have the time. And I was gonna do the call-in show, but I was in the area where I was in the Smoky Mountains at the time, so I couldn't get a signal out to do that call-in show that day. And you know, looking back, I told Craig, I said, you know, next time I'm out here, I'm gonna meet up with Dave for sure. And you know, next time never came. So don't take things like that for granted, people. If you have a chance to meet somebody, be friends with somebody, whatever, don't just put it off because there might not be a tomorrow, as we found out, you know. And I'll miss Dave. I do miss Dave. I miss popping him on and seeing kind of what's going on in the world of the nomad community. There was stretches where I wouldn't watch Dave for a month, and then I come back and watch him every day for a month, you know. It's just kind of and I think a lot of people are like that with that kind of show. It gets too much drama sometimes. You just kind of check out for a month, and then you come back and see what's going on. So, now I found out early on that David passed, probably a lot earlier than most people, because I just talked to Lamont a day or two before, and he was going to meet up with Craig and Dave, and he was going to call Craig and say, hey, why don't we all meet up? And he was in Virginia at the time, and he was going to meet up with Dave on that Wednesday. Well, Dave passed away on that Monday, so, and he met with Dave before, wherever Dave was, I think up in, maybe he's Delaware at the time. I can't remember where he was, or somewhere up in the Northeast. But, so Lamont had texted me and said, hey, man, I got bad news. Dave just passed. I was like, damn it. And, you know, I didn't want to come out and I wasn't real close with Dave or anything, so I didn't want to come out and do a video saying, hey, Dave Hughes just passed. That's not my style. And I kind of let everybody else do that. And people that were closer to him and actually called in and talked to him on the phone and all, do their parts before I went ahead and did this video, because I wasn't super close with Dave. But acquaintance, and he'll definitely be missed, you know. Anyway, my phone is going dead. I got 5% left, and I can barely see myself on the screen. Most women have a she shed. What do you call yours, Mrs. Chef?
Bitch barn. This
is the bitch barn. This is the part of the barn she's got her.
Already bitching because he won't move his materials out of my way.
Yeah, I got materials all over here. Y'all can't see off camera.
He's got the whole barn.
20 foot,
and I just
2x6s
want one little
and all.
area for my bitch barn.
This is the good dry part of the barn, so she's got her stuff staged over here for when we get the house. We're gonna move in the least part of it. So yeah. And back here, I got that out of my storage. This is very old and nasty looking, as you can see, because it's got stuff spilt on it and all. But that was our play sets and all from way back in the day. And you can see this was dated there, 7905. That's all the songs we were working on and recording at the time. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you guys next time.